G Live.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to G Live. We are your hosts, Will and Dwayne.
What's
Uh,
up? What's up?
it's not a Monday, but it feels like a Monday. It's a Wednesday. Uh, but we just had an amazing. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing long weekend. Uh, but we're back and we're going to talk about uh the joys of having board game days and board game nights.
Yeah.
One, because all aboard XP, the new gaming hub, will be opening soon.
Soon.
Really cross his fingers soon. And over the weekend, I have had a lot of board game days and board game nights.
Yeah.
So yeah, um, so yeah, let's just chat. Kamustahan muna while we're waiting for people to hop on in the stream. How are you, Willow? How was your long weekend?
Long weekend. It wasn't long. I
It
had still had
wasn't
work.
long.
I
Boo,
yeah,
boo.
still had work, but it was fine. I hope. Yeah, it was rainy then, so wala rin masyadong napuntahan ng weekend. But yeah,
Although
still good to sleep. Uh, the
sleep
weather was
in,
nice to sleep in, but it wasn't nice for a lot of people.
oh yeah, our a lot of our countrymen have endured like flash floods and
Yeah,
stuff. So uh, at least now it's not raining anymore. So
yeah,
hopefully better. But yeah, long weekend. So we had Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday because combo
yeah.
holiday. However, but is it me? It feels a little bit unfair that after the long weekend, there's like a pile of work that you have to do.
3 days of jam-packed work. Yeah.
Yeah, like why? It's supposed to be a holiday. There's no supposed to be work. Anyway, that is
Ganun
life, I guess.
talaga.
But yes, so if you are now joining us in the stream, hi, hello, happy Wednesday, everyone. Again, tonight we are going to talk about the choice of having a board game day or board game night, and all of everything that happens inside it. Tips, tricks, do's and don'ts, how to organize and what not, and how to make the most out of it. But first, if you're in the stream right now, say hi and hello. You can comment in the comment section right over here. We are live right now in Facebook. So if you're watching on Facebook, please do share this stream to your friends, to your family, and to your board game night and board game day friends. The friends
Mm.
you've met along the way. Along the way talaga.
Along
Yes,
the way, the journey.
along the
What a
way.
journey it
That's
has
the
been. Yeah.
treasure, diba? The treasure is the friends we meet along the way. We are also live in YouTube right now, so if you're watching YouTube, please do like and subscribe so that you can get awesome content from us, Willow and Dwayne. We talk about board games, video games, pop culture stuff, all good things.
Yes.
Yes. And we do our streams every Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m., except for last Monday, we didn't do a show because it was a holiday. And again, a lot of people were enjoying their holidays. We
Yep.
want to enjoy our holidays as well. Yes.
Yep.
So we do have a question for the stream for
Yep.
tonight.
Our question of the stream for tonight is what's your most memorable board game day or game night? Might have been a game day that you created, game night that you invited people, maybe games that you played, or maybe there are moments dun sa game night na yun or game day na yun na parang it was really happy for it, or if it was your first time, just anything memorable, share with us in the chat below. Comment it. You can use the hashtag question of the stream or GL question pala. What GL question, and then we'll read it through. Chat, magkwentuhan tayo tonight. It's mostly gonna be a podcast type of thing. So if you're eating, still working, or you're on the way home, we appreciate you for having us to listen to.
Yay!
Yeah. But yeah,
Yay!
Before we move on, I think we do have a lot of chats already and may mga sumasagot na rin sa
Nice.
question of the stream. So let's say hi to the people. If you're in chat, please do say hi to your friends also and the GL fam bam. Like Mark here watching in YouTube. Sabi niya, good evening GL peeps. Hello Mark. Thank you for dropping
Hello,
by. Sabi ni
Mark.
Abigail, hey guys. Hello daw, sabi ni Abigail.
Hello.
And also JP is here. Good evening to you. And a new face, I think. Arjuna is here, or di ko alam kung nandun na siya before. But hello, welcome to the
Hey,
stream. Thank you for
I
dropping
know
by.
him.
Nice.
He is a friend I've met in Cebu, I think.
That's awesome. Thank you for dropping by.
Hello.
I hope you'll enjoy the show and hopefully you'll come back for more. We do have an answer already from Mark answering the GL question of the stream. Sabi niya, I am just glad that the game nights I started in BGC and Mandaluyong are now growing and dumadami na ang naglalaro. Thanks for everyone who made it possible. Yeah, that's awesome. I've been to one
Yes.
of the game nights in BGC. Masaya. Ang daming malalaro and ang daming kalaro. Especially after missing a whole two one
Two
year of
years.
2 years of not playing physically. It's nice to see people meeting in cafes again, in restaurants, and making new friends. So ang daming makikilala dun. Sabi ni Arjuna, sabi niya we do online board game nights through BGA. That's
Nice.
fine. I
Yes,
actually
yes.
do that also with a couple of friends when it was nung pandemic. Tapos they're not
PGA,
gamers.
Steam, all
Yeah,
of that.
anything that we can play online. Non-board gamers sila, but then they started playing board games. We started at like No Thanks, naging Concept, tapos eventually naging King of Tokyo, tapos naging favorite na lang King of Tokyo. Yeah, and BJ makes that possible. Lalo na and teaching board games to them easily. Yon. So yeah. Maybe in one of the game nights or game days, in BGC or Mandaluyong, or if we have events soon in our All Aboard XP, you can drop by Arjuna, so you can play physical
Yes.
with a bunch of the people in the community. JP says no experience hosting game days and game nights. Naging participant ako though. Well, let us know if you do have a favorite one. But yeah, malapit na for sure. If you do have games or like kahit dalawa lang, kahit isa nga lang, you can already host a game night, a game day with your friends or those friends na non-gamers or your workmates na gusto lang makatry ng board games. It doesn't have to be the main thing of the night. Isingit-singit mo lang nung sa start and then eventually hahanap-hanapin na rin nila. He also answered the GL question. Sabi niya, yung first time na nag-DND ako. Ooh. When was that?
Nice.
Was that in All Aboard XP or was it, what do we call it? From our friends in
The
GC.
Greasy Snitches.
What's it called? Fantastic Fair.
Fantastic Fair.
There you go. Was it there? I think it was around that time when you said you tried it. Nice. Kendrick says hi. New face rin ako. Ooh. Kendrick, a
Hello,
new face. Hi.
Kendrick.
Chat, say hi to Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Sabi ni Arjuna, oh, that might be someone else daw.
Yeah,
Fair.
I just realized because in my screen right now I can only see like a small your
photo.
profile pic. But
Welcome.
hey, please join us in our future game night so that you will be our new friend.
Yeah, Arjuna, where do you like
where do
around
you
what
usually
city?
play?
Yeah. Baka you can join us in one of the game nights. I'm sure there's an open game night every Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday is also lumalaki na rin. Meron din Wednesday. So if you're close, diba? Yeah, pwede naman. Sabi ni Mark, spoiler alert, may new pre-order items sa GL website. Spoiler alert. Okay, that's for you guys who's watching the stream right now. There you got bonus news. Sila na nag-spoil.
You guys are the first one. I mean, we're going to talk about it later in the episode, but hey,
yeah. Well,
you're the first to know. Yeah.
There you go. Somebody JP in All Aboard XP with the Greasy Snitches. There you go.
Yes.
Breezy Snitches.
The breezy.
Chris Brown. So, see Breezy. Yeah, that was awesome. Ako din, I think, yeah, first time ko rin D&D was actually online with the Greasy Snitches, si DM Lance, right?
Yes.
So that was great, great fun. Arjuna, sabi niya, I will excited to visit the new store. Used to visit the board game events in Galleria. Oh, way back.
Nice.
Nice. Sabi niya, then I live in Nueva Ecija. I'm sure there are players in Nueva Ecija.
Oh, Nueva Ecija. Yes.
Shout out sa mga taga Nueva Ecija dyan. Baka meron mga game night dyan. Invite nyo naman si Arjuna. But if you can travel or if you visit weekends or weekdays in Manila, there's always a game night that you can join. But yeah,
Yes.
for now, that's it for chat. But if you just came in and you have not chatted, please do say hi. And we do have a GL question of the stream. We want to know what's your favorite, what's your most memorable board game day or game night. Maybe we can answer that also,
Oh, yeah,
Dwayne,
definitely.
so that they can listen to our stories also. Dwayne, what is your most memorable game
Oh,
day or game night?
there's a lot.
There is a lot.
There's,
Ang daming umano sa head ko.
and dami, like, each and every one that I have hosted, board game day, board game night is super memorable. I guess the highlights are the ones that you are able to meet new people, because sometimes we go to a cafe, a board game cafe, then we play, and then there are like stragglers, like solo person, they just joined, and or like a duo, they just joined, and they're like, at first they're like, can I join, or can we join, how do
Yeah.
we do this, and we're like, sure, sit down, we'll teach you, we got you covered. And then later in the night, we're fighting because we're like, no, you're the werewolf, you're the spy. It Making new friends is the best part of an
I agree.
open board game night.
I agree. Yeah. I think, I mean, I can say that game day yung All Aboard XPs natin before, which
Oh,
was really,
definitely.
really fun. All Aboard XL was really, really fun also, but not including like events. I guess a memorable game day or game night for me was when me and Luke, yung dati kong board game friend and coworker kasama sa GL, we had a game night, and it was just us two, but we played until like 4 a.m. Kasi we played a lot of games, but one that stuck to us was Time Stories. And kailangan kasi pa ulit-ulit laruin yung Time Stories, diba? So yeah,
Yes.
we wanted to keep playing it. We read all the stories afterwards. Tas parang, oh, interesting yung ginawa nila. No? Sobrang interesting. And we just talked about board games the whole night. Yeah, so that was memorable for me. More memorable stories was when I hosted one for like PBA players. Kasi,
Ooh.
yeah, that was fun. Kasi si Christian was my friend and we were playing. Tapos he was like, a bunch of my friends would like to play with us also. And then I'm like, yeah,
Nice.
I'm down to teach. And then it
Nice.
is super fun. Yeah, wala lang. So yeah,
Yeah.
let us know in chat. Maybe meron din kayong
Yes.
stories na
I
memorable moments,
mean,
game days, game nights. Let us know.
yes, throughout the whole show, we will also sprinkle more anecdotes, more stories that we want. So please do share your most memorable, either your best memory, whether yung worst. I mean, it's
Yeah.
part of life, diba? It can't be all good. Pero we just want to celebrate coming back together as a community, playing board games face to face, because it is a joy. It is something that you want to share to people. So actually, that is the reason why we're doing the show tonight. Again, two things. One, things are opening back up. People are
Yeah.
playing in cafes, in restaurants. People are meeting back together. I saw some of my friends had a board game outing. That's also super fun. Like, you go to Tagaytay or Baguio,
Airbnb. Yeah.
you Airbnb, or you air D&D.
Ah.
Yes,
Ah.
yes. So you hang out with friends, play board games, super fun. And then another one is All Over the XP will be opening soon. Soft opening will be this Saturday. November 5. So if
What
you are
does
free,
opening mean,
soft
Dwayne? Just so
opening
everyone knows.
means that the space is already open. The team is already set in place. So we have Carlos, our new store manager for All About XP. Plus we have game coaches. But we are still fixing the kinks, the like how to best
Yeah,
serve the to you, our amazing
yeah,
players. So if you can join, and then we would love to have feedback from you guys, like parang how to improve things and that, or just enjoy having like a permanent space where you can play board games, and you can
that's awesome.
it's easy for you to make yaya your
Yeah, yeah.
friends.
Okay, make Yaya
Yes,
your friends this
make
Saturday.
yaya your friends. And soon, after, I don't think we have a specific date yet, but stay tuned for the grand opening. That one will be like a massive celebration
Yeah,
of board gaming. So it would be
we'll
like prizes, raffles,
nice.
new games, challenges, all that fun stuff. Plus, we will be there.
Yeah, we'll try to go live when that happens, so that people from our friends from other those who can't visit, like
Yes,
Arjuna from Nueva Ecija can
Nueva
watch,
Ecija.
and maybe Mike Sidekale to visit the store, even if you can't go make it there yet. Yan, so fun. I'm excited for a space to play.
Definitely.
Ano talaga? Yeah.
Okay, sige. Um, we're before we dive in the meat of our show, we missed our Monday episode,
Yeah.
which is our usual G Live gaming news. So we are going to have a quick rundown
Just a
of what
couple.
happened in the world in in our gaming space, so that I mean, because if we report it next week, it's not news anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, first up from the world of video games, we have a video game that have just dropped. Uh, if you're a big fan of this woman with long hair that becomes weapons, you will be super excited. It's Bayonetta 3. So we're gonna watch the trailer. It's 4 minutes, so we might not finish everything. So
Let's quickly watch it. Yeah.
yeah, let's just watch and then get a gist of like what's happening in Bayonetta 3. Have you played any Bayonetta games?
I don't think I have, really.
I only played
Unfortunately.
Bayonetta in Smash Bros. Like she's one of my favorite character to play because
Stay back! You have a job to
back.
do, soldier.
Paano ba gameplay ng Bayonetta? Would you guys know?
it's parang action RPG hack and
It's
slash.
it's a hack and slash. Nice. I think I've watched like playthroughs.
Not an angel or a demon.
No, it's one of these. Yeah.
But not quite
Yeah,
human
so
either. Who are you?
and what I know is her hair becomes like a weapon, and then she has like
Whoa.
guns in her shoes,
That's sick.
and then she's like that was my foot.
Why don't you look after him for me?
And I know that in this game there's like a rich lore behind it.
It looks
Uh,
like
Bless you.
it looks like there's like a
Learn to
really
fight
rich
for others,
lore.
not just for yourself. I'm
if you're a
sure
big
he'll
fan
give
of
you lots
Bayonetta, if you're
praise.
watching, please do share if you love Bayonetta and if you have played this game already, because
Please,
it is
wait.
out already.
If you
I
can
think my
get me
brother
out
is
first
playing
and stop
Bayonetta
Singularity,
Nice.
we
at
might be
the
able to help
moment.
him. You
At
have
the
to be the
moment.
one to find all
At
the
the
chaos
moment.
cubes.
Nice.
Look, I know
So
how
yeah,
you
this
feel.
came out.
So,
This is for Switch,
trust
right?
me.
Yes,
You
so
don't
it
need
is
to.
on Switch and you can now play it.
And I think we'll end it. There you go. Nice. I know we have more
Okay.
news. That's why we'll
Oh,
go.
I missed something. Another video game that was recently released, and I just remember the games that my brother is playing. Is this one, I believe, a lot more people are probably in our audience are more familiar. Overwatch 2.
Yeah,
Did you
I've been
did you
I've been
play?
grinding.
You've been grinding. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's watch the trailer, and now I'm sure as a subject matter
Faith
expert, you can
alone
say,
isn't enough, Kiriko.
I'm stronger than you think.
The Overwatch I joined was about raising the
what's
world
new
up.
in Overwatch 2?
There's three new characters. They actually
There's three new
overhauled the whole. I'll
characters.
talk about it later.
All right. I know that they have 5 to 5, and
Let me keep
it's
telling
free
you,
to
got
play.
you.
Yeah, 5v5 battles.
I've been playing this every night, dude.
The grind is real.
Give me back my knife.
It's actually really good.
Do something.
Wow, that's a lot of maps.
With these upgrades, they don't stand a chance.
I could be pushing something right now.
Just this range from above.
Those are the sounds that I've been hearing because my brother and
Dragon
sister have been
and
playing
I.
Overwatch probably
That
every night.
Genji skin is
Some
sick.
of the old,
Yes.
Also, that Kiriko skin is nice.
some of the new.
Kiriko.
Yeah. There you go.
There you
Overwatch
go,
2.
Overwatch 2. Yeah, so as a subject matter expert for Overwatch, what do you think?
It's really fun. They changed a lot of the Overwatch formula, and Overwatch is one of the games actually na medyo how do you say it? If you like team versus team games talaga, like Dota, I would say it's closer to Dota than Valorant. Valorant is a lot of
Ah.
skill. This one talaga you really have to combo. You know when to push, when to not push. You have to wait for your teammates, something like that. But yeah, it's really fun. They added 3 new characters: Kiriko, Sojourn, and Junker Queen. Which
Wow.
is one for a tank, one for a support, and one for a DPS character. And yeah, maganda. I've never played Overwatch before. This is my first time getting into it, and
Yeah.
since free to play siya, there's not a big barrier to try it. So if you do like those games, or you like even like Pokemon Unite, I'd say you'd like you'd like Overwatch. I know kasi you like
I heard
Unite, but
Pokemon Unite and like my eyes like lit up. Yes,
very
so
team based.
so if you haven't tried Overwatch, I think this is the perfect time to jump into it because it's the same, but there's a lot of new things, right?
Yeah.
Yes. One more video game that we're going to check out, and this will be released next week, I believe. It is
This is a
God
big
of
one.
War, Ragnarok. It is a AAA game. Amazing. A lot of people have been cosplaying this, and so we are going to watch the trailer.
State of play trailer.
Yep.
Hope you guys can hear it pala.
Everyone keeps secrets.
Atreus. Toy.
Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
No.
I know you. God Killer.
Ooh.
What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim,
But you don't believe in any of it.
and still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters.
Everything
keeping
looks
you
so
safe?
good.
I do
Like-
not need you to
The
protect me.
details.
You sure about that?
Pretender God.
Are these harpies
Death can
or
happen
Valkyries? Valkyries, I mean.
when it earns me.
Massive.
Wow.
What do you even know of God's word? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you?
Everything
Ever
looks so
prayed
cool.
to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
Bigla may saving sequence siya lagi. Nice.
Yeah. There's a
Fate
giant
will
wolf,
only
so
bind you if you let it. Do what is necessary,
what is that? What is
not
that?
because it is written.
What is This is look a giant jellyfish.
Oh.
God of War Ragnarok. Let's go.
That's sick.
The big guy with the hammer, that's Thor, right?
Is that Thor?
So, yes.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so those are
Sick,
the
sick,
big three video games that are out there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still in the world of gaming. A lot of the things that excites video gamers also excites us sport
Yeah.
gamers because our hobbies are intertwined, interconnected. Once
Yeah.
a gamer,
Madami
always a
rin,
gamer.
IP board games of those games actually that
Yes,
mentioned. Yeah. So I think there's
actually,
Overwatch,
there.
Monopoly Gamer. Tapos meron God of War, the deck building game. I'm not sure about Bayonetta. I'm pretty sure this one. But yeah, you can segue into.
Yes, exactly. The reason why we always talk about video games because more often than not, there are what do you call that? Um, crossovers. So one of crossover that is happening right now is a popular video game that has the mechanics of a board game, and now it is becoming an actual board game. I love this game.
Interesting.
I've grinded so many hours in this game. It is Slay the Spire. Slay the
Yeah.
Spire, the board game. It is a cooperative deck building adventure. It has the same mechanics as uh the video game.
Yeah.
And
We can watch a trailer. I
we
think.
can watch the trailer definitely.
Sige, let's watch it. If it allows me to play. Whoa! Yay!
Have you played Slay the Spire? Have
I
you slayed the
yeah,
Spire?
I did. I do play Slay the Spire. Let me just refresh this. Kasi ayaw niya mag-play.
Ayaw niya mag-play.
Well, ayaw niya mag-play.
Sige. It's
We
okay, sige.
slayed the
We can
Spire.
we have slayed the Spire, but it is currently on Kickstarter at the moment. Do check it out if you're interested. Ayan.
It played. Okay, let's go.
Perfect. Slay the Spire. Board game.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Is this familiar?
it's slow. Wait lang.
Maybe this is
Right.
like a massive video.
Okay. It doesn't want to play anymore. So
Anyway,
yeah, we'll talk about it then.
so from the looks of it, it is staying true to the deck building aspect where
Yeah.
it's you go up a tower, you fight enemies, but now you have a physical deck that you have, and there are 4 characters that you can choose. I forgot their green rogue one, the electric blue one, the red with the sword one,
Warrior
and the
one.
psychic
The psychic
psychic
one. Yeah, there's
one.
4 current characters.
And interesting because those four characters have different gameplays, different cards that they will synergize. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah. Very interesting how they solved like yung issues na I said was ito pala.
Ayan, the Ironclad, yeah,
The silent, the
the
defect,
Silent,
and the
the
watch.
Defect, and the Watcher.
Yeah.
See, I remember. I still remember. But yeah, that is Slay the Spire.
So yeah, interesting yung mga what we said. Because I said when they announced this, how will they do the upgrading? How will they do the what do you call this? Yung effects that transfer every game. But look, they it's sleeved. All cards are sleeved. Just to upgrade it, you just flip it, which is very smart.
Oh, that's so
Uh,
cool.
yeah, and I think yung items that you keep for the rest of the noise is just a card. So very interesting how they did it. If you enjoy deck builders, definitely this one's a really good one to get into.
Yes.
The board game or the video game, at your
The
choice.
board
But
game or the video game?
but just so you know, it's so fun, dude.
Silly the
Kakastart
Spires
lang.
is super successful as a video game, so I will
Yeah.
not be I would not expect anything less with the board game version of it. Yeah, so I that is no very very quick. ESGS happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
If you were there, just let us know what happened over there. We were not able to go there because it was raining. We're like, but if you were there, let us know what are the highlights of the event.
Yeah. Sige, before we continue, let's check out the chat. Sabi ni JP kanina, looking forward sa opening ng All Aboard XP. We'll be able to visit on Sundays only though. It's fine.
Cool.
Sundays are fun.
Sundays are perfect.
Sabi rin ni Abigail, answering the GL question, my most memorable game night was when we stayed overnight at a friend's house. Her husband invited us over, so she got us surprised when we showed up. We played a lot of games overnight, and the other day we chatted the whole midnight up until the morning and went to All Aboard XP after with their dog. That's always fun. You know,
That is super fun.
just having people to talk about the things that you like until yun madaling araw na or ano.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Those conversations, it's like sometimes you spend 2, 3, 4 hours just talking about random things, and then you start with one topic, and then you will be surprised that you end up with like a totally random topic. Like you start with board games and then end up with why is basketball the most popular sport in the Philippines? Something like that.
Yeah. Sobrang fun always. Charles also answering the GL question. There was a time we were so addicted to One Night Ultimate Werewolf, we played the game in
Nice.
Mercy in Timog. Mercy was a music bar for those who don't know. It was dark and noisy, but we still played anyway. We were shouting at each other because we can't hear each other, but we had so much fun, especially after everyone was tipsy. Oh, always a good time.
Yes. I mean, there are some games that are you just have to be loose, and then you just shout, "Yo, you're the werewolf" or whatnot. I mean, it's a challenge to play a game in a dark and noisy music bar, but you made it happen, and it's memorable. So
Mhm.
I think it's fair to say that you had a lot of fun.
Yung sa start hindi kayo magkakilala pero ending ng game na nag-aaway na kayo.
Yeah, yun yung best eh.
Fun.
Like, and then there are times na there's a couple like boyfriend girlfriend, and then they end up like in opposing teams, and they have to lie to each other, and then they're like,
Straight to their
"Ooh,
face.
drama!" I love it. Yeah.
Abigail also said COD Modern Warfare 2 is out. It is
Ooh.
out. Yep. I have not played
It
it. I
is
have watched a lot of other people play it. It looks fun. But Modern Warfare or Call of Duty is always like the multiplayer side is the best part of it. I don't know. From watching, mukhang maganda yung story na ginawa nila this time, and the missions are very creative. Yeah. So if you play any of those, let us know also in chat. JB, sabi niya, I played Bayonetta 1. It's an awesome hack and slash with a perfect
Nice.
dodge, so she can slow down time. And angels are the antagonists, which is really a twist. And the story has dark humor, definitely one heck of a ride. Ooh.
Wow.
Did you play or did you buy the the third
Yeah,
one
are
or
you
the second one.
getting Bayonetta 3
Yeah.
or Bayonetta 2?
Yeah. John Dominic says, Wingspan Oceania expansion was teased by Monster Couch. So excited. Oceania. Oceania was out.
Out a
Uh,
long
it's been a
time
while. Maybe you're
ago.
talking about
The Asia
Asia.
version.
Asia. It's out soon.
Yeah, yeah. Wink.
Uh, s- I think that's it. Charles.
No, no, no. Okay, I know what he means. It is the video game version. So there is
Okay.
the expansion for
Okay.
Wingspan
Okay.
video
Not so
game.
much.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, that's
Oh,
amazing that you can just Google things to correct yourself, right? Like in the
thank you.
days of your, I mean, you would not know if you're
You
correct or
trust your
not.
gut. You trust yourself.
Trust
And you
lang,
fight
ganon.
for it until the end.
And now you
Then you
can
can
just
just
like
rage.
type in Google
Am I
Monster
wrong?
Couch. Yeah, I Google says always.
But yeah, soon. So Oceania is soon sa digital. Soon din
Yes.
yung Asia. So yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
we played Wingspan online. It
yeah.
is an amazing what they call that, implementation of the board game into the video game version. And
Yeah.
I love that there are bird facts. That you can, if you press the bird, there will be bird sounds. So it's an amazing video game version. Probably one of the best like iteration.
Charles
Next.
said, I don't know if it was mentioned, but what do you think about the recently announced Last of Us board game? I have not seen it,
Ooh,
actually.
Last of Us. So
Is it going to be a story based on?
I mean, Last of
I
Us is a perfect theme to have oh, it's just today. Naughty Dog announces the Last of Us tabletop game.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
today. The Dark Twist.
Thank
What's
you,
this?
Charles.
But thank you for sharing that. This
You
is
can share this,
perfect.
actually.
We'll check it out. But big fan of The Last of Us. So I can see how it can translate into a board game.
Yeah.
Probably co-op survival, very much like Dead of Winter, Zombicide,
A lot
all
of
of those
dice.
fun.
Interesting. Nice. Definitely on our radar now.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Charles. If you have other pieces of news that you want to share, please do share it. We would love to know things, and our viewers also would love to be updated with the latest and greatest in the world of gaming.
And sabi ni Bilko, ESGS, the dev talk, only watched the Riot games, was quite interesting. They told the stories of how they decide on in-game cosmetics. The Valorant tourney sounded like fire, plus
Nice.
multiple stages for different games. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Always, yung Valorant actually tournaments, even in Conquest last time, it was so loud. So yeah, I am sure a lot of people had fun there. Sabi niya din, ESGS, sadly, the retro gaming area was small.
Yeah. And doubly sad that there's
Wala
no
walang
tabletop
no.
gaming. In the previous ESGS, like ESGS 2019, there was a tabletop area. So it's okay.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll work our way up, and the success of the esports, the video gaming community, hopefully it brings up the board
The
gaming
B-sports.
community as well. The B, grabe yung B sports, like the
How do we
esports,
say it?
B sports,
BG Sports.
tabletop. I don't know, but
T Sports.
the T sports.
What do you like? What do you like better? If ever there was gonna be a like that, would you
I
like?
think
B
T sports will be better than
BG
B sports.
T Sports, or just a totally different thing? Let us know in chat. Interesting.
Okay.
Also, if you just came into the stream, we do have a GL question of the stream. Our question for the stream is, what's your favorite memorable board game day or game night that you have? Kwento nyo, right? Quick kwento lang, who you played with, maybe what you played, or why did it become memorable? Yeah. But yeah, I think we can just quickly now go into what we're gonna be really talking about today.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Again, we are talking about the joys of board game days and board game nights. First question is, why do we have board game days and board game nights? Sige. We will take turns answering the question that I will post. And
Right.
if you want to chime in the chat, please do. You share your thoughts about the topic at hand. So first, why? One is because it's a hobby that we love and we want to share it with more people. And the best way is to get out there, host board game days, board game nights, so that more people can join, more people can get to play, and then hopefully they are they 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 get to know our hobby more, more than just like ano yung board games na yan, meron palang ganyan na board games, because we really need to like uh get our word out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Meeting new people lang, and playing actually games um with other people. Kasi I always believe, like what I said before, na there's always a game for everyone. There's always a certain game that you play differently with other people. I guess that's the ano. So yeah, having open game days, game nights is just a really fun way of discovering more of the hobby. And also, minsan, di ba, parang syempre bitin, hindi naman, we can't buy all the games in the world. But we do have references. So parang I can bring games that I like to share with people, then people that can do the same, and then you'll discover more games na you wouldn't that wouldn't be in your radar otherwise. So open game days,
Yes.
open game nights are really really good. Kaya ako miss na miss ko na talaga mag game day game night. I was telling Dwayne before the stream, I was like, miss ko na maglaro. Like
Yeah,
I've been
soon.
so busy. So yeah, soon I'll be there again. Yeah. So,
And and the best about board game days and board game nights is a lot of things. One, you can get to play games that normally like in your shelf lang, like para
yeah.
normally you need a lot of players to play. So I can get to play CS files because I need a lot of people to make it like sing, or this game is really hard, but I know someone will be joining the board game day
Mm-hmm.
that also likes this game, so I will be able to get this game out there. So it is amazing to do that. Next
Yeah.
is, if you're on a board game day or board game night, the focus is really on the gaming aspect. Like masusulit mo talaga siya, mami-min max mo siya. You really have to get the most out of the experience, because everyone's there really wants to have fun and play board games.
Yeah.
uh,
What you when you meet people in game days or game nights, their main goal also is to play board games.
yes.
Just so you know. So parang hindi siya parang, oh, I go to a party and then maybe baka pwede sila maglaro with me, baka pwedeng I can teach this game. But this time you're really going there with a purpose of playing, of enjoying meeting new people, and when you set your mind actually na ganun yung mindset mo going into the game night, you'll really have fun, and people will also enjoy that you're really there to play. And minsan actually it's not even just to play, it's just to be with,
You
I
will,
guess, the
yeah.
same people
They,
that think like you or have the same enthusiasm for a thing, so you can talk about it. Madami ako kilala, actually, they go to game nights, they just want to talk to people about games they discovered, or they just want to talk about strategies that they discovered when playing in a tournament, yung mga ganun na type. They just want to be, it's hard to to talk about something you're really enthusiastic about to people who parang are not ano naman. But yeah, if you know, parang you're in the same flock. That's why
it's
you go to game days, game nights.
yeah, you find your tribe, and it's just really fun. Sometimes there are many times after a board game day or board game night, even if it's like we in the hours in the morning, you just stay, you just talk, like either what happened in the game,
Yeah.
like, oh, dapat this is could have been my strategy if I do this, and then you set up your next game day because you are super excited about the games that you are you were able to play. The downside is it's always that the games that you bring, the games that you play is always less than the games that you bring. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
lagging, it's so much. There's so much games, and there's so little time. That's the
Yeah.
usual. Parang, oh,
Pero
bitin, I want to play more.
yeah. Pero that's also a nice way to it, like you're giving more than you're taking, basically. That's fun.
Yes.
So yeah. We do have answers and chats. Let's check it out before we go to our next question topic. Sabi ni Bilko, we bought the Dominion big box. We spent the whole night playing since the game is only good for 4, and there were 6 of us. We had to take shifts all throughout the night. Well,
But that's
yeah,
nice.
that's
So
that's
parang
still
ano,
fun.
like change the
Break time.
winner,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like you can have like a mini tournament setup na parang 3-3, and then the winners will go to a next bracket. That's super fun.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Tapos pwede kumain muna yung dalawa habang naglalaro yung apat.
Yeah, or the other two can make color commentary like, we can see here player Willow is, oh, he played that card. Whoa, what a different strategy. Um, sometimes if the player count is weird, you make it work, and
Yeah.
you still try to insert yourself in the game, even if you're not actually playing, because it's also fun to spectate, or
It's
just
fun to
be
watch other
there.
people having fun.
Yes,
We
exactly
also
that.
have Melvin here. Sabi niya, memorable yung first game night ko with newfound friends sa community last year. Hanggang sa lumaki na yung group. Naging game night kami last time to celebrate our first year as a group and friends.
Nice.
Shout out to the Southern Board Game Group. Oh, that's
Woo, woo,
awesome.
woo, woo,
Yeah, shout out to you
woo.
guys.
Awesome,
Where do you
awesome.
guys play, Melvin? Maybe you can, baka lumaki pa yung group. Maybe you want more people in the group. You can chat it and we can let other people know. Yeah. Gershwin, sabi niya, we just had the game night hosted by our school's student government. Ooh, ganda ng naging effect.
Nice.
Those that were a little shy or those that weren't able to make friends after the lockdown suddenly found found an opportunity to connect to others. Ganda na naging effect sa community
That's so
dynamic.
nice. Yeah, that very well said. Na really, board games is a way for you to connect, to interact, to break down walls or barriers that you have. Na parang if you're a little bit shy, if you're a little bit introverted, if you're in the realm of a game, you're like there's like, because you're playing a game, you don't take yourself so seriously,
Yeah.
and you feel that you're able to connect with other people.
I used to have that. I'm really shy, believe it or not. Hindi ako magaling mag-ice break dati, I guess. Ngayon, medyo nag-improve na. But one way of me, like, getting to know other people more was through games. Might it be like playing basketball, playing Valorant, playing board games. And nung time na nagka-board games ako collection, I would bring it to like school. And people were like asking, "Oh, ano yan laro?" And then kahit hindi ko sila kilala, it just makes it a little bit easier for like people like me. But yeah. We do have more from Huxley. Sabi niya, good evening.
Huxley.
Answering the
Yeah.
Geo question, sabi niya, Scythe has been my favorite ever since I learned how to play it. So you can imagine how excited I was when we were able to set aside a day to play through the entire Rise of Fenris campaign. Ooh, started
Nice.
around 10 a.m. and ended around 2 a.m. the next day, with meal breaks spread out in between. Kind of frustrated that I didn't win the campaign, but it will definitely be one of the most memorable gaming moments for life. I mean, you
Wait,
did it
am
in
I
a day.
reading this right? One whole
You
day
did it in
for
a
the
day.
Rise of Fenris? That
That's
is
fun.
amazing.
Fun. Fun, eh?
Yeah, Rise of Fenris is amazing. It's an amazing campaign game of Scythe. The lore built into that game is amazing. Plus, there's a lot of surprises in the game. So
Yeah. I mean, if just to play a legacy type or a campaign game na sunod-sunod, I'm sure that's gonna be one of your favorite game days then. Kasi me, when we play Sleeping Gods, I wish we could play
yes,
it the whole day.
10
When I
a.m.
played,
to 2 a.m. Sleeping Gods. Yes,
yeah,
no
when
sleep for Sleeping Gods.
when I played the Pandemic Legacy Season 1, I was wishing to not end the game day lagi. I would want to continue it the whole time. It's just, I don't know. I know it's meant to have breaks in between, pero parang nandun na yung nag-cliffhanger dun sa end ng story, or you wanna discover more of the next game. So having to play that in nasunod-sunod, sobrang saya nun, actually.
Yeah. I mean, you take like ano lang, mental break, or like sometimes when we do game days, parang break muna to eat, or like
Yeah.
to just to just rest your eyes, because sometimes you're just like too focused in the game and you want to like just admire the scenery and then back to the game.
Melvin said sa Paranaque. Oh, awesome.
Hey.
Maybe if you wanna invite people in sa Glive Game Night, like what Mark is doing, maybe you can
Yes.
post there. Baka may mga
There is a
sumali.
lot of
Mga
board
taga
gamers down
Paranaque.
south. Yep.
Gershwin says, by the way, MVP CP poetry for Neanderthal sa game night. I know.
Oh,
It's
wait,
crazy.
3 poetry for
It's really fun though.
Neanderthals.
It's really fun.
Yes, it's super simple. It's always like a crowd favorite. And actually, there is like a new arriving game that I am excited about, and I think it will be as amazing as poetry.
We have Mark also recent memorable moments. I had my 1 day, 2 nights board game marathon. Oh,
Nice.
1 day, 2 nights. Nice. Played games like Project L, Acropolis, Bag of Chips, Rising Sun, Scythe, Euphoria, Sounds Fishy, Monikers, Team 3, and Hansa Teutonica. That's a ton of
Wow.
games to play.
That is like that's perfect. Like 1 day, 2 nights, lots of board games.
So yeah.
The dream.
Yeah, just to get to try different games. I'm sure your friends or the people you played with maybe haven't played like siguro mga 3 of these games that you brought out, and I'm sure they were happy that you brought them out. That's one of
Yeah.
the joys of playing in board game days and board game nights. You get to
You get to try something new.
yeah. And even if it's not your style of game, parang since you're there, okay, they're bringing it out, let's just try it. Tapos minsan, you're really like, oh, buti na lang dinala ni ganito. Na-rediscover ko at least yung game din. We have an interesting
Speaking of
question
which, yes.
from David. Sabi niya, okay, you can.
Do you often choose and buy games based on your gaming group, or do you try something new with them regardless of the game type and decide if they enjoy it or not? It's a very nuanced question. It of course depends on person to person, game group to game group. But I think the important thing here is you just communicate your preferences with your game group. Like for example, if you're not really into the social deduction because it's hard for you to lie, I mean just say that, hey, game group, not this game is not for me, but it's okay. And you just be honest with your game group and yourself.
Yeah, for me it's a balance of both. I guess I've said this a lot of times before, but I enjoy games more when other people enjoy it with me rather
Mhm.
than me enjoying the game. Social gamer, I think that's the term. But I also buy games that I know that I will enjoy, so that I can
Yes.
find people who can enjoy it with me. But when I do have a group to play with, na sila lang yung kalaro ko, I do try to buy something that would fit them also, na they would enjoy. So it's like a balance of those two. But yeah, syempre if you're the designated board game collector of the group, aren't you happy na sila mismo parang, oh, gusto ko yung certain game na to, maybe you can check it out or something like that. Yeah. So
Yeah. And ano lang, sometimes if you try something that you're not sure if you like it or not, parang you can make your own opinions about it. Like for example, Will have said many times in the past he does not like heavy games, but he does play heavy games,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
sometimes he wins, and I'm like, how dare you,
Liar.
liar! You say you don't like these games, tapos bam. But you know, sometimes you surprise yourself. Sometimes the game group is surprised na parang, oh, click pala to. This game
Yeah.
clicks with the board
Yeah.
game group.
Actually, that's a really good example. Me and Dwayne, we don't have really like the same types of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we play it because I want to share yung gusto kong games sa kanya, and he shares the games na he wants with me, and then we just try it out just
Yeah.
because it's I don't know, it's I guess it's a dynamic thing, but yeah, try it out. Yeah, but yeah, if you're the designated board game collector of the group, um, you'll find like that perfect niche, I guess, of the game na
Yeah.
your game group likes and you would enjoy it.
Or when this is released, you know that for sure I will get, because
Yeah.
the game, our game group will like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Not all game groups are the same also, just so you know.
Yeah.
Even if sabihin nyo na these are two of my game group friends, iba pa rin yung gusto nitong certain game group dun sa gusto ng kabilang game group. Even if sabihin mo, this is my tita on, let's just say, tita on my father's side and tita on my mother's side, iba pa rin yung magugustuhan nilang game. So, you can, if you enjoy this, if you don't enjoy this, you can try it with the other two. Madaming pwedeng dynamic with it. But yeah, my suggestion is buy something you'd like to share with people. That's it. Yan. Bilko says, please greet my fiance a happy anniversary. Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
Ooh, sabi niya, when will we play Marvel Champions again? Ooh. Anniversary gift on 2 hours of Marvel Champions. Bilko. But happy anniversary.
Did you see the post in Gaming Live? Yung someone made a card from Catan and
Yeah.
then proposed. That's so sweet.
I
I love it.
saw, yeah, I shared with you also. There's like two proposals. One was that Catan, yung the proposal, and then the other one was just one, where
Wow.
ang ginawa nila is yung lady it was her turn to guess. So she closed her eyes. Tapos dun sa clues they put like, will you marry me?
Will you marry
Yeah.
me? That's
And
so
then yung isa sagot
nice.
niya was yes. So it was very
Yes,
brilliant. Nice.
that's so cool. Like, I mean, that's an extension of board gaming. Maybe if you're trying to find the one, or finding to have like someone in your life as a forever game partner, join board game days and board game nights. Definitely, I have a couple of friends who met during game days and game nights, and they're now married. So
Yeah, to be fair, me and my fiance, like one of our first dates was
Nice.
pandemic. So, kasi pandemic then we just wanted to play a board game, and I taught her pandemic. So,
Yeah, because board games are perfect because again, it's a way to easier for you to socialize, and you get to know the person, how they react with certain stresses, how they think, how they manage resources, and you'll
Yeah.
get to know people deeper if it is in a game setting.
we do have Joker answering the GL question. Sabi niya, memorable pag natatalo ka nung mga tinuturuan mo.
Yes.
Yeah.
The student is now the master.
I love these moments kaya parang yung smug face pa nila parang kala ko ba
I've-
magaling ka mag board games.
I love that moment when you teach someone a board game and then there's this sparkle in their eyes, a certain click
Yeah.
when playing the game na parang okay, they get the game.
Yeah.
They're now making moves, usually against me because I'm the one who's teaching, and I'm like, I'm so proud of you, but at the same time, stop, don't defeat me, my
Yung-
cred.
Yung mga moments that they say dapat pala yun yung ginawa ko, or like
Yes.
let's play again. Mali yung ginawa ko kanina. So yung mga
Or
ganun. Yeah.
or when they ask the right question.
Mhm.
Like, for example, you taught the game, okay, you discuss the rules, and then they ask the right question, and like, okay, you asked the
Yeah.
right question, okay, you get it.
Yeah.
Good.
Ganun si Dwayne nung tinuruan ko siya mag-unmatched. Tapos tinalo niya ako. With politics. Ayun,
I'm like,
with politics.
so ganito pala, it's a fighting game. Okay, we'll make
Dwayne
it
used
work.
politics.
Politics card.
Sabi ni David, thanks for your insights. No problem. If you have more questions, just let us know.
Yes,
We'll be
feel free.
here Wednesdays and Mondays. We have Melvin also. Sabi niya, agree with Dwayne. Nakikilala mo lalo yung mga friends and families mo paano sila mag-strategize both competitively and cooperatively. Minsan, nakakagulat din. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. That's very good. Okay, I have my next question that I posted is okay. Board game days, board game nights. How to invite people? How to get people in your board game day? For example, you're living alone. Your family members don't want to play, but you are looking for a board game group. How do you invite? What's your best practices?
How do you invite?
Okay. Sige. For me, I think Facebook is one of the easiest way to invite people. One, you join Glive Game Night community because
True.
it's a group of like-minded individuals. Post there na, hey, I'm from Nueva Ecija. Are there anyone from Nueva Ecija? Let's have a board game days. Let's set it up. Ganyan. Or if you live in a condominium, ask your neighbors if there's a Facebook group of your condo neighbors. Post there. If you're in a university school, post in your university or school, or better yet, make it like a club.
Yeah.
If there's a club, if there's a setup, if there's a club already in your school, better. If there's not a club yet,
Make one.
make one. In an office setting, I know there are many offices that have like board gaming as a outlet for
Distress.
yeah, distressing, team building,
Team
and
building.
then a lot of like communication skills, interpersonal relationship, things that you can learn in board gaming that HR can use. So perfect yun. In an office setting, like after work, you're waiting for the traffic to die down, you can just grab some of your coworkers, bring out like a game or two, teach them board games. That's also one way. Dami ko na nasabi. I think wala na ako natira sa'yo, but do you have anything to share, Willow?
One way of learning how to like set up a board game night or invite people to a board game night is to actually go to the board gamers, which are the events, or go to a
Yeah.
game day night already set. Eventually you'll meet people there, and then minsan sila na magiging friends mo, and then that's gonna be very casual na parang, oh guys, I have time at this day. Maybe if you wanna drop by, let's play some board games. That's basically
I
it.
agree.
So yeah, before they can like, also for you to know how to like really set up the game night, attend one first. Maybe attend one. Yeah. So yeah, I think you covered this a lot, but yeah,
Yeah, so
Facebook now
I
is
got excited
very
about it. Yeah. But okay. With your answer, I remember the reason how we started with our Sleeping Gods game group, our campaign group was during All Aboard, a game
Yeah.
day. So Gino brought his copy and is like, "Who wants to play?" And then,
Yeah.
sometimes it's serendipity, diba? Like you get to grab people and then you click and now you're good friends. You're trying to fight off hordes of squids and try to save your ship from from being
break it.
destroyed, from being
Yeah.
the ship. I
Yeah.
remember.
But yeah, good on you.
Okay.
You really have to present yourself out there first before you can pull in more people. I guess that's the
And I have to preface this na for some people it's easier, like, because if you're
yeah.
an extrovert, it's easier to go out there and make new friends. If you're an introvert, just take time. Allow yourself for new things. Allow yourself to enjoy board game days and board game nights. And if you're ready, you will know that you're ready.
Yeah. We do have chat here. Sabi ni Charles, we play in the office. So kapag yung boss namin ay hindi mag-OT, automatic na merong session after. There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is perfect. After work, board game, like a game or two,
Just to relax from work.
to
Just to bring
distress.
yourself to another world. which
Yep,
board
yep,
game
yep.
does really well. Gabby says also, ang hirap ng legacy games no commitment. Yeah, I mean
It's a
it's that
challenge, but it is fulfilling.
fulfilling. I would say fulfilling. Also, you'll create that bond and yung moments nyo kasi na parang kayo lang yung makakaintindi. Like I guess with us sa Sleeping Gods, yeah, that's why it's worth it. I guess to commit to a group playing a legacy game. So you should try, but yes, scheduling could be a challenge.
Scheduling is like the the main boss, the big bad evil guy. You have to conquer it, but once you conquer it, you will reap the benefits of like having amazing stories that you can tell to your kids, to your whoa.
tayo talaga
Apo.
sailing through the seas.
Yes, fighting giant squids. And
Yeah.
and I treat legacy games like a movie.
Yeah.
Na parang because you create your story, there's an arc, but you make your own movie. You make your own story. So it's wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
Sige, next question. How to host? What are the do's and don'ts of being a host of a board game day or board game night?
Of an open one, I'm guessing.
Or yeah, so
Mhm.
so when we talk about open board game days, it's like you open it to the public, everyone
Anyone.
can join. Of course, you can also make it like a semi-open, like
Yeah.
you open it to like a game group or like a Facebook group. You can do that. Sige, I can go first. Kasi ready na ako with the answers
Good.
so that you have time. Okay. One is make sure you have a good location that is accessible for most people. For example, All Aboard XP will be the perfect place for a board game day or board game night because it is accessible and you know that is really a place for board games, and then you have board games there. Accessible, work on the time and the schedule so that everyone is available or most people are available. If you're playing in a cafe or a restaurant, talk to the manager of the cafe. Let them know that you are playing board games, you will be staying there quite a bit, but you will be ordering food, you will be patronizing their business. So I mean, we help each other. We help the business so that we can have a space to play, and just have fun. Even as a host, don't forget to have fun because board game days are meant for you to have fun as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you did that. You said location. Get ready with games.
Location.
A
Oh
bunch
yeah,
of games.
yeah.
That's
With
one. Kasi
games, try to get like a good parang.
Yeah.
l-
sa start, you'll really have to net the whole hobby, I guess, from party
Yeah.
games to like kids games, even to like heavier games, just so you know kung ano yung what your group is like and what games they would like to play, and then eventually you'll that net will be but liliit, and then eventually if you guys are meeting every week na or every month, you'll be like, oh guys, I'll just bring this game ha kasi ito lang yung lalaroin natin. Yeah. It's gonna go into pero you really have to cast that big net at the start. Another one is for hosting is whether outside or inside your house, and with meeting people and open or semi-open I guess one thing would be like yung patience lang talaga. You're really gonna have to since you're hosting, be patient with a lot of things. Baka hindi mo type yung games na gusto nila laruin, baka hindi ka natuwa sa actions nila, maybe yun sa pag-tease lang mga
this
tao.
is very important, correct?
Yes, since you are the host, just so you know, you are that person, that leader to be there, na if someone did hurt someone in whatever way, you're gonna have to talk to that person. In it could be difficult. Pangit naman na tagalin nyo lang siya bigla sa group or whatever, but you'll have to talk to him, explain everything. So yeah, a bunch of patience is needed, even in the new group dynamic that you're gonna be bringing in, and also and teaching games. So yeah, ganun lang talaga. Yeah.
Yeah. Very important is respect each like if you're attending a game group, respect like parang respect each other, be courteous, ganyan. And of course, I mean, there will come a time, it is unavoidable that there could be friction with one another, some issues, but everything can be resolved by uh, talking about it, having conversations, or in D&D, we have a term called Session Zero, wherein before we play D&D, we talk about what are our expectations of the game, or what do we want to see in the game, what are the things that we don't want to see. That could also
Yes.
be applied in a board game day. Okay, make sure then out very you just outline the things, the expectations of everyone, so that everyone will have an amazing time.
Yeah.
And but I mean, we are saying that I mean, being a host is a lot of work, but it is actually a very fulfilling,
Really fun.
uh really fulfilling position to be in. Like when you see people enjoying, everything will be worth it.
Yeah.
Trust me. I mean, Mark here will attest to that. Speaking of Mark, he has an invite. We might have a game night tomorrow. Tomorrow at BGC. If
Ooh.
anyone is interested, shoot me a message. No poster for this week. It's okay. But BGC game nights in Starbucks in 32nd. Just shoot a message to Mark. Mark is
Yeah.
amazing. See, Mark has been hosting for a couple of months already, and uh,
Sanay na siya.
let us yeah, I think Mark, let us know how you feel about being a host. But I can say from my personal experience, it's very fulfilling
Yeah.
to
I love
host.
hosting
Yeah,
a game night. I love hosting a game night. Minsan I don't get to play in that game night, but I still like it watching people play board games a game night. But yeah.
uh, I think we also touched upon this next question, is how to be welcoming. I will share an anecdote. This is super interesting. We were playing in Starbucks last weekend, Thursday, and we were playing Flamecraft. Fun. 2 tables of Flamecraft.
Yeah.
Like,
2
it's
games.
10 people. Super fun. And because Flamecraft is such an amazing, beautiful game, there are people watching. Uh, and when people watch and then they linger, we try to explain that, hey, this is a board game, this is Flamecraft. And I don't know if they eventually be converted, but that outreach, just saying that this is a board game, this is how it's played, very very light. If they
Onting explanation lang.
konting explanation lang, so that they get to, if they're not familiar, that there's a whole world of board gaming aside from Monopoly, chess, and Scrabble, they will be, may ganyan pala. And maybe sooner or later, they might be interested in playing. And they might join.
Yeah.
I think you also have that same experience in All Aboard,
A
right?
lot. Yeah. A lot of people in all over mga from old people to like really young people with their parents, syempre. Yeah, just explain a bit and then get, I guess, if you're going to be hosting outside or my event or something, diba? Just be ready with like 2 or 3 games na you can shoot to them a one rounder of a game, and then parang, oh, madali lang po, just try, just roll the dice and then let's figure out it from there. Mga ganun na stuff. But yeah, be welcoming with open arms talaga, lalo na when you're
Open
the one
arms.
hosting sa open game night or sa open game day. Walang hindi pwedeng dumating. Dapat yun yung nasa isip mo, kasi anyone can show up dun sa door if you're gonna be doing an open game day or a game night, and anyone can be interested. Baka kaaway mo nung high school, baka biglang, gusto ko maglaro, ganyan.
Kaaway nung high school.
But you
Yeah.
still have to be opening. Ganun. Sabi ni Mark, as a host, my feelings can be summarized by the following lyrics from Taylor Swift.
This is
22.
nice.
We're happy, free, confused,
Be
and lonely
confused
at
and
this.
lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah. Tonight's the night we forgot about the deadlines. That's so nice. Well, I
Nice.
don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
35. What?
What?
My back.
35 ka na?
My back.
Age reveal. But
Age
honestly,
reveal. Joke lang.
I mean, we can go on and on with our anecdotes of like people we meet along the way in conventions, in like the manager in Starbucks that we play
Mhm.
in Rockwell Sheridan also plays board games.
Oh,
Parang
awesome.
so we were talking to her and then she's like, yeah, no, I played that game. Cool. And I brought it out. This game? And she's like, that one. We played it and then that's perfect. You get to it's just fun.
Yeah.
Okay, sige. Uh we are going to wrap things up with this question. How do you keep it going? I
Mm.
think that this is very important because consistency is key if you're hosting board game days and board game nights. So that, for example, uh, so that people can expect na parang when this day merong board game day, they have
Yeah.
something to look forward to. Ako ba muna?
Yes. You can
How
go
do you
first.
keep it going? Sige. One, find a good schedule for you. Usually weekends would be perfect because you don't have work. You can also try like after work. Once a week, I think it's a good schedule. Or every other week. Oh, that's a good schedule. Or you can also do once a month. Make it consistent so that there's this you form a habit na parang Thursday night BGC game night. So parang already you're looking forward to something, and even if there are days that you as the host are not there, someone else will carry on that torch and say, hey, wala si Mark today, we will continue on, we
Yeah.
will play in his honor.
No, wala.
No, wala.
Yeah.
For Valhalla, for glory.
But yeah, yeah, that's right. I guess one thing you can do, lalo na if you're starting from scratch, is be selfish with the scheduling muna at first. Be selfish because ikaw yung
Yeah,
mag-host. You're gonna be the one who's gonna be there.
make it work for you.
You're gonna make it work for you first. Kasi if you can't make it work for you, how can you expect for others to make it work for the group?
Yeah,
Tama ba yun?
correct.
Yeah. So at the start, make it work for you. Kung ano yung schedule, wag mo pilitin yung mga tao if they can't go. Wag mo pilitin yung sarili mo if you can't go also. But find that really good schedule and place that you can just really get into every week, I guess, or kung ano man yung schedule. But at the start, you'll have to. Eventually, like what Dwayne said, you can pass the torch to the rest of the group na meron na silang sariling like uy, this week let's still play kahit may sakit si Willow or something. Let's still play.
Yeah.
We'll meet at the same place. We're just gonna bring our own games, but I still wanna meet with you guys. Parang ganun.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, ganun na talaga. Consistency is key. What Dwayne said. And even if at the start dalawa lang kayo, tatlo lang kayo, if it's an open game night, no, those 2 or 3 people still trust you in having that enjoyable game night with them.
Yeah.
So don't think of it na 20 na yung sa ibang group but yung sa akin 5 pa lang.
It's not in the quantity, it's in the quality of games, and it's not a competition.
Yeah, it's no one's counting, believe me. So yeah, trust that what you're doing trust that what you're doing is something that you like and you enjoy, and trust what you're doing is enjoyable for the rest of the group also.
Yes.
So yun, I guess that's
In relation to that, there will be times na again what with Willow said na parang there will only be 2 or 3 of you. It's okay, that's fine. There will be time that you will be early and everyone's like late. Uh, it's fine. It's part of being a host. You can just when that happens to me, I just read the rule book and
Yeah.
parang rule book, or
Yeah.
study a new game. That's also fine. But
Yeah.
just keep at it.
Yeah.
Be consistent, and we'll have an amazing game day
Yeah.
as a reward.
Yeah, you'll see it there also na maybe masyado pa lang maaga kasi people are still getting out of work, or
Yeah,
maybe masyado nang late kasi people can't stay until the time that I can stay. You know,
you be
you'll
flexible. Yeah,
you'll fix it there. So at the start talaga, as much as a lot of things, just go and try it. Push for it if you really want it, and then eventually it's gonna be a habit. That you won't notice that it's mahirap or like work siya for you. It will eventually be part of you. Ah,
yes. Okay. I love this session that we have, or anytime that we do a podcast session. We just want to talk and share our thoughts. I
yeah,
mean, we can go on and on, but we are going to
we can
cut
go
it
on
at
and
the
on.
moment because you know, uh it's 9, it's sleepy time. Oh, it's
Yeah.
sleepy time. But
Age reveal.
uh age reveal.
We'll we'll have more. I
We'll
like
have
talking with chat
more.
dito and yung mga interesting questions like this. It's hindi naman sa ano, but yeah, we just wanna share our knowledge also with you guys so that hindi
Yes.
na kayo kasing hirap nung ginawa before, because that's what we like. We want to make it easier for the next
Yeah.
generation. Oh, what?
Oh, next generation. But honestly, to be honest, the reason why we're doing this is we want to share the things that we have learned, the best practices, so that you will have an easier and better time,
Yeah.
and not make the mistakes that we've done.
Mhm.
And diba? And that's the way we grow our hobby. Speaking
Yeah.
of growing our hobby, really excited for this. All Aboard XP and Uptown will be opening soon. Again, soft opening will be this Saturday, November 5. It will be mall hours. The mall hours, I believe, of Uptown is 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Yeah, so the wait is uh so you can see there are some construction pics. So wow, you have that classic blue and orange colors of gaming library. It is uptown, it is in a mall, so it's easy to get to, and more details to follow regarding this. So if you are available, please do send post that, hey, kita-kita tayo sa uptown November 5 soft opening. uh that's this Saturday. Okay,
Yeah.
the other one, and the one that we have
Men-
mentioned
na
earlier,
mention na.
we do have a couple of new games that are available for pre-order that will be arriving really soon. Okay, uh, there. So if you go to the website, go to Shop Games, under Shop Games pre-order.
Yep.
And so we have the ones on top, we have mentioned it already: 3000 Scoundrels, Azul, Master Chocolatier, Carcassonne 20th Anniversary, Catan, Hand to Hand Wombat. I'm gonna get that one. Uh, Marvel Champions, Twilight Inscription, Ticket to Ride, Terra Nova. This one. Okay, really excited. Apple, for the longest time we have, it's out of stock, and I've been seeing this game a lot in TikTok.
Again,
Like,
yeah.
like Apple is such a fun word game, perfect for parties, perfect for an open game day or game night, because it's easy to teach, easy to learn, everyone will have fun. Apple. Next one, I mean, these are almost same. Marvel Remix and Fantasy Realms Deluxe
Woo!
Edition. So if you're familiar with Fantasy Realms Deluxe Edition has the expansion plus nicer art, and then Marvel Remix is Fantasy Realms but in the world of
Marvel.
Marvel,
That's
and
nice.
it plays differently. I played Marvel Remix during the game night last week, so that's also one thing that you can that's a plus. Like you join a game night, you can get to try games, new games. Marvel Remix, they are up for pre-order already. You can reserve your copy, uh, so that when they arrive really, really, really soon, you'll secure your copy.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Yes. I think that's it for tonight.
Awesome.
Again, we can go on and on, but we'll cut it here. We can continue this discussion in G Live Game Night community. Post your thoughts. If you have invites, post there. If you're looking for a game group, you can go there. If you're not yet a member of G Live Game Night community, hop on in, join. It's super fun. Everyone there is welcoming. I think
All
that's
right.
it.
Yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching and thank you for commenting. And we love chatting with you guys. Like what Dwayne said, we'll continue this in G Live Game Night community or maybe next week in our shows. But if let us know if you do enjoy this type of show, yung parang podcast question and answer thing. But yeah, well, we'll see you guys soon. May game nights all over the metro. Please do check those out. I suggest you try and meet more people in the hobby, so that you can do the same with your community or your circle. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Peace. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.